Friends, this is your day. The practice of law is tumultuous, but it's also glorified. Today, I've, with premeditation, decided I will not put on my wig. I have one, because my hair is already white and silver. I want by the time you stand here, 18 years from now, you have hair that is full of silver and white. Not as it is, but in your attainment of knowledge sufficient to enable you to practice that which you've taken oath to do today, to uphold the rule of law and administration of justice. I welcome you to the bar. You join a prestigious club, and what a great day to witness this hearing. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, President LSK.
I am honored and privileged to represent Dr. Fred Ojiambo, Senior Counsel, MBS, the chairperson of the Senior Bar at this auspicious occasion. He sends his apologies as he is unable to attend due to some pressing engagements. Please, your Lordship, receive his warm regards, and also please do receive the same at the learned friends gathered here. Learned friends, welcome to the bar. The Senior Bar warmly celebrates you on your achieving this key milestone in the profession. It is a feat not only for yourselves, but also for your families who have supported you without limit and at great sacrifice. As members of the Bar and the Law Society of Kenya, therefore, you may now finally practice the law in all its facets. It is an arduous and rigorous undertaking that calls for innumerable hours of preparation and presentation, whether as litigation or corporate commercial practitioner. You may also be an advocate in other practice on the bench, and the Honorable the Chief Justice will impress upon you just how hard you must work to make a dent into the many cases that will require your determination. Simply put, there is no substitute for hard work. We exhort you to purpose to discharge your duty as advocates with reasonable care and diligence and skill and knowledge of the practice of the court or registry or agency on whose process you invoke on behalf of your client. We remain officers of the court learned friends and must act with candor and honor and with utmost respect for the court and fellow counsel. I could speak of a bar par excellence and romanticize this our treasure that is the bar. You would though, and rightly so, be quick to discount my assertion, for you already have intimately interacted with the bar and may have well-founded reservations. You have served pupillage in our chambers and were also early on instructed by some members of this bar in your studies. Some of you may have had experiences that are not so pleasant, and you questioned whether you had dreamed a right profession and career. Take courage, learned friends. Every generation of advocates has had, as is the fate of all, its fair share of disappointments. The defining premise, however, remains singular, namely choice. Shall you ethically practice, employ professionalism, and embrace etiquette and grace in your endeavors as an advocate, or shall you pursue an egocentric path of self, of absolute entitlement at any cost and by whatever means possible? Advocates, learned friends, are key in the social engineering enterprise, and we mortally wound the society when we do not make the right choices. You must not place yourselves in a position where your interest and duty conflict. This last week, learned friends, we closed files for 3 of our senior counsel upon their passing at a function that was graciously presided over by the Honorable the Chief Justice. 2 of them had practiced law more than 60 years, and the other 40 years without a single occasion of misconduct within the context of the Advocates Act being registered against them. Sadly, learned friends, we are aware that the Advocates Disciplinary Tribunal processes a critical mass of disciplinary proceedings against advocates newly in practice. May you choose a path of patience and circumspection as you begin your practice. Respect and honor and recognition at the bar is not earned by the sizable fee check, but rather by selfless service to the profession, community, and country. May you strive to serve right. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you so much for the advice. I now welcome a representative of the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions.
For us, integrity is so important so that when you go out there, lawyers are respected. It has been, people have made jokes about us as lawyers that the only thing we care about is the money. That is not true. Some of us have practiced for 21 years. As it's said, there isn't so much money in the government. But as I stand before you, I can confidently tell you that I've gotten my job satisfaction. I work tall. I might not be the richest of all advocates, but what is important that I have is self-respect. Another very important thing that in whichever platform you are or whatever assignment you have, it is very, very important to prepare yourself, especially if you're appearing before court. It is so important to prepare yourself for court. Do your assignments properly, do your research properly, so that when you appear before the court knows that you have prepared yourself. And even if you lose a case, it's because the law has said so, not because you didn't prepare yourself. For issues relating to prosecution, for instance, we are now encouraging alternatives to the usual judicial processes. So when your client wants to plead again, for instance, or they want a diversion, we are welcoming these kind of processes. That is why we have this policy documents in our system. So as advocates, young advocates, when your client wants to go about this kind of judicial system, using the diversion or plea bargain policies, encourage them. Don't just put them through the judicial system just for the sake of it, when you know we can be able to deal with some of these issues without going through the whole process. Proceed. Thank you so much, and thank you from Honorable Chief Justice. Thank you very much for that.
Wish to welcome Mr. George Nyakudi, who is Secretary to the Advocates Complaints Commission, representing the Office of the Attorney General, to give his remarks.
On behalf of the Attorney General, the titular head of the bar, I congratulate you, my new colleagues, on your achievement. For each one of you today is a milestone. Many people, family, teachers, people masters, colleagues, friends, and others have helped you along the way, and their support has ensured the success of your journey. Remember to thank each one of them if you are not already done so. When you recited your oaths of a short while ago, you opened the door to the noblest and worthiest of professions, where you are authorized and indeed mandated to use your acquired skills to ensure that your client is well represented, so that justice is delivered in good condition and best tradition. Remember also, as President also said earlier, that this is a profession of continual acquisition of further knowledge. The universities and the Kenya School of Law have provided you with appropriate capacities and skills to know the subject and where the information related to it can be found. On a daily basis, Kenyans of all backgrounds and walks of life turn to our legal system to settle disputes and also to hold accountable those who have done wrong. Each one of you will play a varying roles in the system of the administration of justice. The practice of law offers many different ways for you to play a significant role in our national development. From the group admitted today will come further outstanding practitioners whose duty will be to secure the profession's future and values for years to come. Some of you will become great litigators. Others will become much quoted judges and magistrates or work as lawyers in the public service. Some will join the corporate world, while others will become lecturers, instructing and nurturing the next generation of lawyers. We look forward to your partnership in shaping a just society. We in the Office of the Attorney General and Department of Justice sincerely hope that some of you will consider assisting the indigent by taking on pro bono work. Poverty amongst our people hinders access to justice. To all of you, whatever your position, use your education, talents, and skills wisely. You will be expected to perform your work with honesty, courage, and respect. Kenyans expect you to uphold our constitution, our laws, our dearest values, by not merely serving your clients or winning their cases, but by ensuring that in every case, in every circumstance, and in every part of the country, justice is done. Like every new advocate, each one of you is full of hope for the future. But always remember that being called the bar is a call to a lifetime of service to your people. On this stage of your life's journey, you almost certainly will be called upon to deal with challenging situations and difficult people. From experience and interaction, two things an advocate fears most are, firstly, not being paid by their client, and secondly, having a complaint of professional misconduct brought against them. We are increasingly dealing with the enlightened citizenry who are demanding better services from their lawyers and legal advisors, as well as demanding more accountability from them. As I've said, you must continue to improve yourself and acquire more knowledge, otherwise you'll fall short of the expectations. We at the Advocates Complaints Commission and the Office of the Attorney General and Department of Justice find that it's a very sad moment when the Commission has to prosecute an advocate for a dismissal offense before the Advocates Disciplinary Committee. Every week we receive new complaints against advocates. Several are found to be without substance. Regrettably, others disclose acts of professional misconduct committed by advocates. Consequently, some advocates have been struck off the roll, and others are serving varying periods of suspension. Many others have had other sanctions imposed on them. Just for information, between January and 3rd of October this year, the Commission has received 844 complaints. During the same period, the Commission has instituted 124 cases of professional misconduct at the Disciplinary Committee. And we had 2 advocates struck off the roll and 3 suspended from practice. Most of these complaints received relate to failure to account, withholding or commingling funds, client funds, and at the core of such complaints is a selfish desire by an advocate to unjustifiably get rich quickly. Please, as you have been informed earlier by my colleagues who have spoken, please avoid that road.
To choose to do the right thing, even in the face of adversity. It is for us to choose to remain on the side of honor, and we will enjoy our profession. Just to talk about the judiciary very briefly. The judiciary is a great institution to work in. I know we're facing challenges, some of it in the public domain. We keep trying to do our best. We want to welcome you young people to join the judiciary. We always have openings and continually put out adverts for positions at the magistracy level. We have openings in legal research, law clerks, and now there is a new scheme for the registrars. So there is an option to join the judiciary at the entry level of assistant registrar and grow all the way to the level of chief registrar. So we continually advertise, be on the lookout, and if you're interested, we will be happy to join you. I can assure you we are one of the best paying public institutions in Kenya, and we are doing our best to make it even better.